Mhm. Please feel free. Mhm. Eva.
I'm a bit sick and I have like this sort of rash. So, yeah.
Always nice to take a breath together, isn't it? Mhm.
Sometimes I yeah, there are like so many thoughts about um, feeling um having done something wrong, or like all these ideas about um yeah, all kinds of things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then,
Yeah, exactly. And that is what I was thinking, like, then I want a solution for it, because it feels like it's limiting somehow in a way. But yeah, I then when I sit with you, I feel like, oh yeah, it's actually not. It doesn't matter that it's there.
Mhm.
When there's yeah, sometimes when it's believed, it makes life a bit difficult.
Yeah, yes, I understand. Mhm.
Yeah, and in a way, it's trying to figure out what to do or something. Then, like what is the right way, or but yeah, all of that doesn't make any sense actually.
Yeah, in a certain way, on a certain level, it all makes sense, doesn't it? But the moment you can notice that there's confusion, that's when maybe inquiry can come in. The moment there's confusion, it's, all the sages and all the people that have been explored before us or exploring with us together, they all came to that, if there's confusion, take a bit of time out, make yourself a cup of tea, smell the roses on the path, just time out with yourself. If there's confusion, if possible, never ever follow it. Never ever. We know where it leads. It leads to confusion on top of confusion on top of confusion on top of confusion. And all of a sudden you'd have no clue anymore where you are and who you are and what you can do.
Yeah, then best is just to let go everything, right? Because this confusion is more like this mind thing. I think that's I yeah, sometimes I don't even know what confusion is. Yeah.
Yeah, confusion is actually when it spins, when the mind spins, and has ideas that don't make sense. Because we see, when we come together and we inquire into those ideas that the mind comes up with, it's a joke, isn't it? As if there could ever be anything wrong with you, with me, with anything. It's like, when we come together in this field, it's more, the field invites us to be in awe of everything. This absolute amazing miracle of life. Cells, I don't know, trillions of cells make a body. You call it Ava, or you call it Meike, or whatever. And, they do their thing. There's all that exchange going on with fluids and information, and it's connected to everything. It receives information, it sends signals out, and it's this interwoven, whatever it is, creates amazing experience, amazing. And then there comes a mind along and it has an idea that it should be different, or that it's not right this way, or that it can make a mistake, or, I mean, from here it's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, and
It's,
it's
yeah,
about of course a lot with for example interaction with people that you think, oh, that should have gone different, or when there's lots of friction that you feel that um yeah, that the other person did something wrong or I did something wrong, or
yeah,
but yeah, that's also life happening, I guess. But yeah, it's
yeah, just have a look, have a look.
yeah.
If there's anything that is in your control and you can do it differently.
And but there is like some kind of preference for wanting it.
There
Oh,
is a preference.
yeah,
Fantastic. That's very, very good seeing. There's a preference. Yes. Makes also sense.
yeah.
Preference makes totally sense. Of course, you want to feel always good in this body. Of course. Fact is that for most of us, it's not the case. It goes up and down and up and down in one day. Oh, millions of times, huh? Just one moment like this, next moment. There again, it shows the sensitivity and the, the capability of what this whole system is about. It's just reacting and sending signals, receiving signals, and putting it into little boxes here and there constantly, constantly. And then there's interpretation, and then
That
there comes
yeah.
right and wrong, then there comes the whole tale with it. So that's why it is absolutely precious that we have that time together where we kind of step out of that box and just really have a look. If that is, if that is the only reality that exists, because that's the other thing. It's like far out, all of a sudden, something else can open where you have a totally different perspective. It's like where this sense of wow comes in, or awe, or my God, what is this miracle? This wonder, this amazing, amazing experience of life in that which we can't explain, which is beyond mind, which is beyond experience. Can't talk about that much. Yeah. So then again, when confusion comes in, when it comes into beliefs of itself, if it's right or wrong, whatever, both is the same in a certain way. It's like when you notice that, if you can step back, make yourself a cup of tea or get an ice cream, or but it's about that. Okay, I'm having time out with myself. And it's like just making my tea, like a tea ceremony, even. Like stirring the leaves in the cup, it's like being right here, right now, doing that. Like sipping it and letting it go and you're on your tongue, through your mouth, down in your stomach, feeling the feet on the ground at the same time, and getting a sense of here-ness, here. Physicality fully and totally included. Only that. And when it goes into that confusion again, you know, oh, okay, there it goes in confusion. Coming back, leaning back in. Again and again and again. Let that be our practice. I mean, that's how my life goes. And I don't know anything better, to be honest.
It's and sometimes when there like so seem to be two people, for example, and then then like then it goes really quickly that
Yeah,
you get into this, oh, she or he is
yeah,
causing this irritation in me, and
yeah,
uh which is
yeah.
also, yeah, and then it's
Mm.
really also good to step out of that because it goes so quickly
Yes,
in making this complete story about the other, and yeah.
yes. Milliseconds. It's electricity. It's that
Yeah.
fast. Chuk, it goes like that.
Yeah.
Like a lightning. Chuk, it just goes like that. Chemicals, everything. Chuk, something is off.
Cannot
Woo.
see clearly anymore, then
Exactly.
oh, yeah.
So when that
But then
happens,
there's distance then, or I can feel when for example then I'm alone, then everything calms down again, or when you take a time out. Or,
whenever you notice, there's always a moment when you notice, isn't it?
yeah.
Always a moment when you notice, wow, system got activated, confused, and oh, okay, that's the moment when you go leave the situation or however it can go, and you make your tea. You know, I'm
Yeah.
just using it as an example. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how do I regulate my system and how do I come home again? And that is an ongoing job for all of us. No wonder that some people went into caves and still do that, because it seems like there you get more peace. At least, you know, you're not so distracted. But that doesn't seem to be our lifestyle. We have to be on the marketplace where it's happening, and since we know how to regulate our nervous system, that's our job. That's our job. Again and again. There's no end to that I can see. I
Mhm.
wish, I wish. Not my personal experience. As long as there's a human nervous system, it gets easier. That's what I can say just for this body system. It's like it has practiced now so much that it sees much quicker when it gets out of balance. And then the interest is so strong and the seeing is so much earlier, let's say it like that. Then it's okay, it's tea time.
Yeah, so you notice somehow quite quickly when something is off, and then you
Yeah,
know to step back or to have the tea time to,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yes, to
but
regulate
that
the
you
system.
do not go into it like so deeply. Yeah.
You never know, Eva. You
Yeah.
never know. So I can't say that. I really can't say, because you never know what awaits you on the other side of the corner. You just don't know. So I will not make statements like that. I can only say from experience that the noticing of, ooh, it's going down that pathway is kind of getting, it doesn't go that far. very often. Let's say it like that. And then it's seen. It's nearly seen while it's doing it. And then it's like, oh, okay. How to get the nervous system back into its balance. So it's an ongoing exploration, ongoing. It's a 24/7 job, 24/7. If that's interesting to you, so very interesting to me personally. So that's why,
For me
yeah,
too.
yeah, I know. I really know. That's why we have this conversation. But you never know what's the next. You have no clue what information is carried, your system carries. You just have no clue. So, oh, there can always come something deeper. I know that even Nisargadatta had that. One of those beautiful sages in India that, yeah, had a deep seeing or deep recognition and deep exploration, deep man. And then the story goes that he had lung cancer all of a sudden. And he shared openly, he said, whoa, a totally new perspective and layer opened up that he had not seen before, where he did not know his way. So it was inspiring to him in a way because there was more to explore. And they say, even Buddha said, don't ever stop. You can't arrive anywhere. And I love that because that's our experience too, isn't it? It's just ongoing. You think, oh, now I got it, and whoops,
Yeah.
something comes around the corner and whoop, you fall over. What the heck was that? I guess it's for all of us like that. So I guess it's more about the journey and our sharing and our supporting each other so that we can, yeah, regulate these systems more and more easily. Not make anything about us, not believe, not believe any of that bullshit that the mind tells us about this absolute amazing miracle, this wonder of experience, that there is something that can experience, something that can feel, and all the senses that can see, that can speak, smell, hear, taste. I just, oh, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, it gets me every time. It gets me every time. What the heck? Or eating. You put stuff in your mouth and it starts chewing and doing, and then it swallows, goes, and you have no clue what's going on in the stomach, but you just see you're getting bigger and bigger. And then stuff comes out again, through all those holes, sweat, and I mean, just, isn't it absolutely amazing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love staying with that wonder and recognizing it everywhere, everywhere.
Yeah, it's so beautiful to come back to that also to yeah.
It's home. It's home. There
Yeah.
you kind of witness something that nobody can explain to you, nobody has a clue about. Even though we pretend, don't we? We kind of make things up and make it scientific and all that stuff and write books, and which is fantastic, beautiful entertainment.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's celebrate this. Let's celebrate this amazing moment. To me, but you have to see that for yourself. To me, it's not possible ever that there can be something wrong, but also not that there can be something right. It's not.
No, it's not. It doesn't make any sense in that.
You know, it's just far out. That's all I can say.
No, yeah, it's so. Yeah, I'm so grateful that to know that, and that that you can remind me of it.
Oh man, my pleasure, my absolute pleasure. It's what I'm living for. I mean, it's so to say. Yeah, nothing more beautiful.
No, and sometimes there are like, yeah, things that you want to hold on to, or
Mm,
but
mm,
also that is um
mm.
when you see it from that place, then it's just cute, or yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
but it's yeah, it doesn't make any sense either, because yeah, it's yeah.
yeah. It just does it. It seems like it does that. It seems like that. That's in a certain way. Yeah, in a certain way, everything is made up, isn't it? With situations, you have situations between people, for example, and you ask, and then there's an experience, and then you ask one person, what was your experience? And whoa, they tell you what it's colors and everything. And you ask the other person, is nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't even rely on experience. It's
No.
for everyone different. You can kind of agree on things. Look, the sunset was very, very beautiful today. You saw it. Did you see the red and the orange? And so you can agree on things. Yeah, but which is nice, which is nice. It's a nice sharing. But you can't rely on anything, isn't it? You can't
No, it
rely.
is nice to share in a
Mm,
way, and
mm,
I wonder,
nice.
yeah, we do like to share.
Like we do right now.
Yeah,
We love
it makes
sharing.
it bigger somehow.
Absolutely. It makes it much, much bigger. Brings it into union in a way, isn't it? It's like, gosh, witnessing the same.
I guess
Wonderful.
that is why somehow it is nice to be around people that experience life like this, because it's
Mm,
just at least that's how I experience it, I guess.
mm, mm.
Yeah. Even that
Absolutely.
is a bit confused, but yeah,
It's very clear.
yeah.
Of course. It's nothing more beautiful than um, touching common ground. It's wonderful.
It,
It's
it
like,
it's sometimes difficult to be, if you're like around um the people, or that have like that live in a completely different reality.
mm,
It's
mm,
it's it's a bit
mm,
difficult for me.
mm, I understand. Mm. But there's also tolerance, isn't there? Yeah. And also recognition. I find that very important. So, okay, there's someone that lives in a different reality, and can I find a bridge? And am I interested to find a bridge or not? It's also very simple in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's been also a big learning for me. Like when I was younger, then there was my sister would knock on doors that wouldn't open. Kind of, I want to share with those people that actually live in a different reality. Oh, and that was just gave a very weird feedback. It was very painful. And then it learned to invite, to see, is it possible is there an interest, first of all, to meet and to see if we can build a bridge into each other's realms or realities or not.
Yeah.
And then another door was opening into, wow, recognizing those that share similar realities or are just interested in sharing realities. That makes life really rich. But there's everything there. It's just good to recognize and to see what's interesting to you. What it needs is that being at home. If there's any wanting from another, it gets messy. But if it comes from here, it's like, there's an interest in reaching out to you. Like, want to play with me? Want to play with me? And then it's like, no, I don't. Oh, okay, good, that's fine. Or yes, okay, let's see. Let's see how we can meet, how our systems can enrich each other, and going with that. Then a sharing is there, but it's not from a lack, it's from an overflow. It's from here, isn't it? And it's pure creativity, I would say. Life, yeah, life likes to play like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So that coming back to that wonder that we are, that miracle that there is experience, that it experience something like we do again and again, coming to that. Wow, thank you. Wow, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Thanks for hosting us tonight,
Such a
or
pleasure.
morning where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Bettina.
How is my sound today?
Good.
Oh, fine. I just want to say hello.
I like it. Hello. That was such a beautiful
Nothing to say,
conversation.
nothing else to say, but just
So beautiful. Mm. Mm. It's so humbling, isn't it? It's that coming back to this. Wow. 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 Wow.
and the simplicity. It's
Yeah. Mm.
it's going up, making stories all the time.
Yes, it does that. What a miracle. Even there, what a miracle. Mhm. Even this, even this.
Drink.
Mm. Both drink something.
Yeah, because it's
This is so beautiful, Bettina. I
Yes.
just like to actually acknowledge that. So you could notice there was a noticing, thinking was speeding up. There was a noticing of it, and it knew how to find its way back here. This is huge. This is huge. Yes, just taking.
because yeah, there was confusion, like you spoke with Eva,
Yes,
kind of confusion, and I don't know what to do with this confusion. But then I remembered, oh, a cup of tea would be a good thing.
exactly. It's
And
tea
it's so
time.
simple. It's so
It's
simple
absolutely, it's so simple.
and so
And you
amazing.
showed us. You showed us. Absolutely fantastic. Mm. It's huge. Makes all the difference to life.
Yeah, and it slows down.
Yes. Breathing. Mm. And presence. You're back. I mean, you're back. You
Yes,
never.
the attention is back. Yes.
Intention is back. Exactly.
But it doesn't feel so good. It's tension in the neck and in the shoulders.
Cool.
Just yeah.
So let's be with that. So that is calling. So there's a bit of tension in the neck and a bit in the shoulders. Yes, see? These tiny, yummy movements. Just watching you, my body is breathing again. My body, this body.
this also.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's giving signals. It's like, oh gosh, neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
And it's recognized. Oh, and then we give attention. Yeah. And then breathing is happening and more here.
And let the movement happen, because giving attention, sometimes I notice there's watching, but nothing do, nothing,
Mm,
not let it somehow.
far out.
Yeah. Feels a
So,
bit-
so even that,
yeah,
huge.
yeah,
Noticing it and letting it move by itself, if it wants to.
if it wants, yes.
If it wants to,
Mm.
yes.
It wants.
Oh, it wants.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the deep touch. It's, oh my gosh, something has been
Seen.
attended to.
Yeah.
Mm.
So again, I attended.
Attended. Yeah, attended. Aufmerksamkeit
Yeah,
gegeben.
yeah, yeah. Genau.
Mm. 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 It's so amazing. I mean, every tiny little experience, every tiny little bit loves to be witnessed, loves to be acknowledged.
Is that possible in every, yeah, in every situations? Because at
Yeah.
work it feels so different, and I remember that, and I remember to get slower and to stay a bit back, but it's really difficult.
Just that remembering is enough. That's the first, it's like that's the getting up on your feet.
And then I can watch how the system does the other things and getting upset and more, but and there's the wish to come down, but it's
Just the recognition of that. The recognition of that is enough. That's absolutely enough.
and the
So
little
that,
steps, tasting the
yes.
smell or breathe or something like that. And most there's the idea it has to be bigger, but it isn't. Small things is enough.
See, the moment there's an idea, it's tea time.
Then I have to drink tea the whole day.
That's another idea.
That's another idea.
That's another idea.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's like the gratitude for everything it shows and focusing on that. And the other stuff you leave. Whenever we fall off the bike, leave it. Don't spend a moment there. Go only with, whoa, for a second I was on the bike. I was on there. And remember that feeling. Remember that feeling. Oh, wow, there I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh. And you see what happens in your, I can feel just in my system. So, oh, wow, here I am.
And that's
Here
moment for moment. That's not the idea I have to do. And then we went there and it has to go this way, but just in the moment for moment.
Moment by moment, exactly.
With no idea. Oh my God, that's not so easy.
Oh, but look how exciting it is. You see the shoulders go,
Yeah,
everything
it's a
in the
lot
body
of
comes
pain.
alive.
Yeah.
Everything in the body comes alive. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's how life functions.
Mm.
It has no clue about the next moment. It has no idea.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's quite something, yeah?
it's quite
Yeah.
something. It's not usual.
No, no. Normally, I mean, the normal reality is we sit in a box
Yeah.
and we try to stretch it a bit, but oh my gosh, it's full on. It's a big, big job. And then we're dead.
Yeah. And busy
Yeah.
with thoughts.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. It's so beautiful when the body does that, huh?
mm,
Mm. It's immediately a breath. Mm.
that's TRE by itself. Like you spoke in the interview. I
Mm.
watched the interview with Sventje.
Ah,
It was very nice.
ah, that's beautiful, wasn't it?
Yes, and
Yeah.
happy to see her here now. I thought she
Yes.
would come. I thought actually yesterday she would come. Welcome.
Ah. Mm.
So much gratefulness again.
See, there you go. That's it. That's it. That's our home. Mm. That's our home. Mm.
Thank you for now. Thank you
Mm.
all for now.
Mm. Mm. Monica.
Moin, moin.
Moin, moin.
Hmm. It was so beautiful with Eva and Bettina, and
Yeah.
really touching.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm noticing there is something like a tension. In German es fühlt sich an, als ob es was so zusammenhält.
So it feels like something is holding itself together.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that fantastic? I mean, how is it doing that?
Oh, that's another view.
Yes, that's another view. Yeah, yeah, it's like the cup is half full or it's half empty.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's that. I mean, it's the same conversation in a way. It's from being in awe of that miracle that we are, that is everywhere, or it comes from a mindset that believes in right and wrong,
Mm.
and good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we have been born into.
Mm.
It was just all black and white and right and wrong, and in the end, you could never get it right. Our belief systems, our church, I mean, just school, wherever you could never really be good enough. Even if you do it all like it's written in the book, still something wrong. Yeah. So we're very, very lucky that somehow life picked us up to explore something different. So we're coming now from that place of wonder. We're coming from that place of awe. We're coming from that place of far out. Wow. It feels like that something is holding itself together. I mean, to be that fine, to get a sense of that, amazing. Not coming from the right and wrong. Yeah. Not coming from trying to get away from everything. It's like coming from, whoa, I peek out a little bit. Let me look around the corner. Okay, it's scary, but okay. I have my friend by my hand. It's like, let's go together. Mhm. Yeah, touches sweetly, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Even that, that it's possible to touch each other like this. That, breathing happens and tears flow and gosh, trying to hold back but then not wanting to hold. I mean, all of it, Monica, is amazing, isn't it? The whole dance.
Yes, really.
Oh, yeah. In between, you have to take a deep breath, otherwise, it's what the heck? Yeah. Ah. Mm, yeah. So, alles ist gut. Yeah. No, that was too early. Something, oh gosh, no, yes, no, yes. I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
You got it, Mike. There was a thought coming in, and remembering a German speaker in television. At the end, she always said, "Everything is well."
Oh,
And that triggers me so much. I could freak out.
I saw that. Mm. It's also, it's also only possible when we enter this reality, isn't it? To see very clearly that all is well. When we are in that other reality, when whatever that is, attention pulls us into, or whatever it is that pulls us in that other reality where we feel separate, it is not true. Not all is well. It's only when we enter this field by grace, when it just becomes a bit more clear what's going on here, like this. Yeah, when we enter that realm of gratitude, of miracle, of wonder, when that seeing opens up. Only from there, it is very clear that alles is good. So it's good to make that distinction. So yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the big difference.
Yes. Yeah. And all of it needs to be acknowledged. That's also what I see. It's like, if you overstep that, it's very, very painful. It's very painful. And we start making ourselves wrong again because we can't see in this moment, and just the whole thing. Yeah, first we have to establish this field and really meet here. Yeah. Then you can say it yourself at one point. But not before, not before. So even though I'm tickling you. But I'm only tickling you. I'm not forcing. But then we can play, here everything is more playful and light. Yeah. And it's also, it regulates our system, this field. It feeds it in a beautiful way. It's it comes more home into its own center again. It falls back into itself, so that it can take an easy breath, an easy next breath. Yeah. Mhm. Because, we know, all of us know, as long as this physical body is activated or not at rest, not at peace, it's very, 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 very difficult to see clearly or to come even to gratitude. It's very, very, very difficult. It is in survival mode. We know
Yes,
that.
it's nearly
Yeah.
not possible
No, it's
in that case.
really not possible. Yeah. So that's why it's, gosh, it's been a lifesaver for all of us, I think, huh? That we learned about the nervous system and that we learned that
Mhm.
how to regulate it just a tiny little bit, how to bring it more into peace, and then clear seeing would open up. It's, I mean, you know, it's kind of, we can call that spiritual, but actually it's, yeah, yeah. It's very simple. You can call it spiritual also, but it's nothing special actually. Most of us, you know, we grew up in a society that is totally dysregulated, fragmented, and freaked out most of the time.
Mm.
So no wonder. No wonder. Mhm. We are very, very lucky. Mhm. Mhm. So there again, you know, coming to that, a feeling that something is holding itself together. Fantastic. You're not falling apart.
Say it in German, please.
Ja, du fällst nicht auseinander.
Ah, oh. Yes, in the last month, I was sometimes at a point to worship that these things I don't want to have,
Mhm.
to see it and yes, to let it be there,
Mhm.
to worship in a case, in a, also irgendwie wertzuschätzen.
Genau. Mhm. Mhm. So you would worship the what you don't want or what you want?
What I don't want first,
Oh,
what I don't want, because it
okay.
is there.
Because it is there.
Yes.
Mm.
And if I don't want this,
Mhm.
that I
Mhm.
don't want it,
Yes.
it cannot function.
It makes it bigger.
Yes.
Yes. Far out. So you saw that.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. How is it to see that?
Mm. It brings a bit of peace. Peace.
Fantastic.
Yes, it comes down.
Fantastic. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. Mm. 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 So touching more into that miracle that you are.
It goes backwards and forwards.
It goes backwards and forwards.
Mm.
And that is noticed.
Mm.
Yes. And that's the miracle. Just that it's noticed.
Mhm.
It does it all by itself, isn't it? Or
Yes, yes.
yeah. Yes. Yeah. And the noticing that doesn't interfere at all is the miracle.
Mhm.
Mm. That is just witnessing without judgment whatsoever. But it's not cold. It is full of heart.
Mhm.
Mhm. It's right here. Yeah, exactly. Mm. It touches everything. Could call it love, but love is also so used up in a way, that word. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
There is a big thank you
Yeah,
for
that
you
is
and all.
exactly our home.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then we just want to pour out all our gifts, like that gratitude and that overflow. That
Mhm.
overflow. Oh man, so good you're all here. Mhm. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm. Karen, hello. I think you have to unmute yourself. Can't hear you.
Mm.
Hello.
Hello.
Just the screen.
Monika, kannst du dich muten, bitte?
Oh, sorry.
Danke. Kein Problem, danke. It is a miracle, isn't it?
I'm speechless.
Me too. Me too, actually. Me too.
Mm. So grateful.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Mm.
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 Judith.
Meike.
Hey. Ah,
Lost you.
oh, 1 second. Karen, can you mute yourself? Normally, I don't know if that happens by itself. Normally, I don't know, but could you mute yourself? Thank you. Good.
There's a little bit excitement in the background.
Hmm.
Here,
Live.
live. Uh, uh, Hmm. Hmm. It's like a kind of difficulty to distract myself again. Like it's so connected in here that it even is difficult to say goodbye somehow. It's like it's yeah. I don't know. It's so beautiful, eh? When that split between spirit and matter falls away, in a sense that it is so that there is no split anymore. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, that is. Mm. Yeah.
And that is really a miracle when that split is gone.
Yeah, exactly. That's home, isn't it?
Ah.
I never have a better word for that. It's here and it's everywhere.
And I'm always surprised of the, the simplicity of it.
Yes.
It looks so complicated often.
Yeah.
How do I get there or how? But when it's there, it has such a simplicity. Strange
Right.
paradox, eh?
Yeah, strange paradox. It's of course, huh? Of course. How could it ever be different?
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
Mm. And then that's enjoyment comes in. It's then such an enjoyment.
And it nurtures itself,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Just it feeds itself.
yeah. It's so beautiful.
Mm. Mm. Lucky us. Lucky,
Yeah.
lucky us.
And when you speak that, I just feel even the motion coming in the eyes. That it is that it can feed itself. Eh? What a wonder and what a beauty that it can feed itself. Also, eh?
Without any effort, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
It's it's like the less effort, the more it feeds itself, isn't it? It's
Yes.
like just that it's as if it holds still, or it's like
Yeah. 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 It is then so gentle. It's so gentle and yeah.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Meike.
Mm.
Yep.
Nectar.
Yeah, it is. Oh,
I think Papaji said, this bar is always open.
oh yeah, 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 it is. It
Yeah, it is always open.
And then those moments that you can experience it as that simplicity. Wow,
Exactly.
you know,
Oh,
wow.
it's
The
dripping.
delicate, yeah. And it's so delicate and so
Mm.
precise and so gentle and here. And then savoring those moments. Ah, it is possible. It is possible. Thank you all. And thank you, Meike.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Marina. Hello.
Hello. It's a feeling, it's just come on in the last little bit. Complete uncomfortableness in this being. Yeah, just completely like, yeah.
Far out.
Oh dear.
Far out. And we can see, you know, when it's uncomfortable, it's very, very, very difficult to be grateful. Huh?
Yeah, and I don't even know what it is. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
just come about sort of.
It's like you just, yeah. Somebody
Yeah.
comes with gratitude, you just want to punch them.
No.
No, you know, no, I'm serious. It's like, no, I know. It's
Yeah, like I just couldn't
not
relate.
available. Yeah, not available. Yeah.
No.
Mm, mm. Yeah. So let's see if we can, because you know there is already a little bit more space
Mm.
between that uh, and our meeting. Let's say it like that. Yeah, there's already a bit more. Both is there. There is that total discomfort, but we're also meeting.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm. So that's amazing. Mm. Yeah. So that's what the system has learned in a way, isn't it? It's kind of, it's like, okay, when we can meet,
Yeah.
because we know each other since quite a while, it's
Yeah.
like our systems know there's no right and wrong, there's no good and bad, so we don't have to perform, all of that. So it creates a bit more space. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
That space presents itself as the like a sadness actually.
Oh, far out. Isn't that I mean, to me, that is so beautiful because that always shows me that something comes into motion.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like, yeah, something that feels a certain way you know, and we kind of not really, we're just acknowledging it in a way, and then it starts moving. So that's always for me such a beautiful signal of that a meeting is happening. Mm. Mm. And there comes a bit of warmth, huh?
Yeah.
It's like peeking out. Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there's somebody at home somewhere. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's cute, isn't it?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. 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 Yes, we're here. It's nearly like as if, I mean, however that is all functioning, we don't really know, but as if something has split itself up and it comes back into union, huh? It comes back home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Comes back into the big ocean. For a moment, it thought it was lost and had become a cloud or something, and ploops, and then it comes back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I've had that a lot with this the feeling of like spaciness
Yeah, of course.
association. Yeah.
Mm.
Been here a lot lately.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's thoughts and judgments and unhelpful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there again, it's actually really amazing to watch that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens in all of us, but to see it that clearly, you know, most of us run around like that all the time, and that's just the day-to-day and normal state. Did you know that?
Um,
It's kind of the state that our society is in.
parties in, yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. A lot of confusion and a lot of kind of being out there.
Mm.
Mm. Coping. You know, then there's, of course, those that feel at the same time. And, you know, there comes more than, oh, can't do anything. And then there are also those that don't feel so much and they are still capable of doing things. Yeah, we are more the ones that can't do so much because we feel so strongly. Mm.
Yeah.
Those that don't feel so much seem like very capable people. But it's the same setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice when little pieces that have split themselves or have never been really here, maybe from the get-go, but you know, in our field, they can just drop into the big ocean again. Yeah. So nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nice when you say nothing wrong, because it's felt very
Yeah.
scary at times. It's being so strong.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm in nature, it's not so strong, of course.
Cool.
You know.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Marina. That's really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where you have to go, if you can.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
near the beach every morning.
Yeah. Yes.
If it wasn't so hot, I'd stay all day.
Yeah. Whatever is helpful, you have to do.
Like all these little babies.
Show them the miracle that they are. And there's actually nothing more beautiful than going into nature with them. Picking up a leaf, picking up a flower, a stone. My God. Adoring them. Far out. Every little one, each one of them. Oh, you can, you can play so much. I mean, that's why people go and make little altars or make, little playgrounds here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting little things together. Wow. Nothing more beautiful than doing that, actually. Like ceremony. I mean, that's ceremony, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
People have done that since forever. and then someone else comes along and sees it and it's like, oh wow,
Yeah.
little mandalas, whatever. Mm. Sometimes you come yourself next day and it's like, oh, who did that?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I haven't got an altar at the moment. So.
Yeah, something to do. That's it, worshipping again. That's it, being in awe of it all. It's so, we're so lucky when we can come to that, isn't it? So lots to do for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Andrew,
Hi, Meike.
hello.
Oh, it's been nice to tune in this format. It's been a while
Yes, been a while.
in this format anyway.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've really much to explore, or
Fantastic.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it feels like just it's enough to be seen, and to be here, to be seen, and feeling, gratitude for the contact, with you, with Isaac, with the whole field, and how blessed we all are, for this fine-tuned exploring.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm. Yeah. Had to download Zoom, so that's why I was coming late. to the meeting. I had to update Zoom or something like that. But I caught the exploring with Eva and the different perspectives that you were saying, you know, like, so getting a sense of this kind of like a kaleidoscope we all sense kind of differently and see differently.
Yeah. And can we be tolerant with that? Huh?
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Just the possibility of, you know, tolerance of that.
Yes.
It
Yes,
can change
exactly.
the world, you know, that can change the world completely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's not one right way, not even two right ways.
No,
You
nope.
know.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome actually to see it, isn't it? Because, you know, our training or our upbringing is so like everybody should have the same experience or should see it the same way. Huh? And if somebody doesn't, then you have to punish them until they see it the way we do it. You know, it's
Or
quite,
educate them, or, you know.
or educate them, yes, put them into prison or,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
something, yes.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. So it's actually huge to recognize or to see that it's like a kaleidoscope, like you said. It's just mirrors itself in all different direction all the time, all the time.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, still I get the sense the field is kind of softening so much, you know, the exploring is going deeper and
Yes.
softening. It's, yeah, that's my sense from, you know, from my perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. From my perspective too.
Yeah.
Mm. It also, you know, when that's one thing maybe we can say, when it softens, like
Mm,
you described, that's when we actually, when our systems kind of reach out to each other, isn't it?
right.
That provides the space for it. It's like, oh, okay, then, oh, it's so soft and yummy here. Oh, then I come out like a snail coming out of the house. So, and then come those little feelers come out, and the moment you touch, they pull back. But you know, when the space is gentle enough, then it comes out, and then it can touch everywhere. It's it's, it's so exquisite, isn't it? And it
Yeah, yeah.
starts dancing. It starts to dance with everything. With everything.
Mm, nice image. Yeah.
Mm. You like the snail?
Yeah, because snail's like it's moving slowly, you know, just in
Yeah.
its own way. It's not doesn't feel maybe the need to rush, you know, like just to be
Yeah.
like everyone else. It just can be itself, you know. A snail is
Yes.
a snail, you know. It's
Yes.
so just tuning in, you know. I was getting this also impression or whatever, like we don't know when something is going to come to peace, like
Yeah.
in us, because you know, but we just show up anyway. We have this interest, and you know, maybe it takes years for something to come to peace. We don't actually know.
No, we have no
And
clue.
but yeah, feels like it's does slowly, things do slowly come to peace or something, like,
More and
yeah,
more.
sooner or later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Thanks for the snail image. It's gonna stay with me.
You know, when I was a child, and after the rain, they would just come out everywhere
Mm.
where I grew up. And so as children, we would play with them, of course. And there was that,
Mm.
it was so beautiful. Their feelers would come out, like, you know, going in all directions. And so we would just touch those feelers and phew, they would pull back. At the moment you were gone, they would come out again. And it impressed me. I could just see the fineness of it. Sometimes you didn't even have to touch. They just could feel. They sense, oh, there's a resistance or there's something coming, and then they just move in a different direction. It always impressed me. I guess that's why I was using that example. It's like, gosh, you come out and then, oops, there's something, then it pulls back a bit and it goes different direction, and it comes out and phew, touches there again and phew, pulls back. And so it's this beautiful dance. It's this beautiful dance of life. It comes out and it goes back and gets in touch with everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Constant move, dance, whatever you want to call it. Back, forth, in, out, breathing, in, out, backwards, forwards, sideways, all directions.
Yeah, I was really resonating with that sense of being a feel, like being feeling rather than doing, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it's rather an unfolding in a certain way,
Mm.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good movement in that direction. It knows in a certain way, and then, yeah, it just
Being, yeah,
corrects
being moved rather than
like being
doing,
moved.
yeah,
Yes,
being moved.
like moved. Yes,
Mm.
yeah. While being moved, there is that sense of gratitude, isn't it? That it goes kind of hand in hand. It's like, oh, wow, wow, wow. Thanks for showing me this. Thanks for showing me this. Sense of awe. Mhm. And
Mm.
it's like becoming an instrument in a way, isn't it? It's like far out.
Yeah. And in these little groups, it's like we're all inviting each other, you know, like to these movements or
Yes. Yeah.
states of being or whatever. Yeah. Mm. Wow, it's amazing. I just pick up all that information just by tuning in. Like, yeah, it's
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's how fine we are.
Mm.
Mhm. Especially when we can arrive here, when there's not so much distraction of sensations and thoughts and beliefs. So like the more by grace systems can arrive here, the more they just download each other. Just can't help it. Can't help it. Those doorways just open by themselves.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm. Mm. Well, thank you, Micah. Thanks for
Oh, so nice to see you, Andrew.
Yeah, really nice to check
Yeah.
in and tune in.
Yes, really, really nice. You fly through from time to time, and you know that.
Yeah, I
know
know
that.
we're for sure we're always connected anyway, but
Yeah,
nice to show up from time to time.
very, very nice to show up. Mhm.
Mm, thank you. Mm.
Lots of movement behind me, huh? It's so hot here, so I'm really grateful to have the door open. Ah, Swantje.
Hello, Meike.
Hello.
I just wanted to say thank you for the space.
Mm.
I really enjoyed it to be with you
Ah,
and to be with you all.
so happy to hear.
And I also like the picture of the snail. Yeah,
Have
it
you
was the
had similar
same.
experience? Yeah.
When I was small, it was the same in our garden.
Yes, and ours too.
Yes.
Yeah, just chook, then they left.
I feel pretty much empty this morning, but also full of life and empty also.
Mm. Thank you all for being here again and again, for showing up. Love and peace until we meet again. Mwah. Ciao. Mm.